And I thought it was another robocall, so I just flipped it open and closed it right back when I seen it was a number that I didn't recognize. Well, the first lady called right back, and she went to telling me about the lights, and or was asking me questions about the lights at the boat ramp, and I told her, I said, well, ma'am, there's 3 poles there with double lights on them, and there's only 1 light burning. Yeah. And I said, we need them. I said, people's trying to back down the ramp in pitch black dark, and I said, the guys is wound up with their boat trailers up on the walkway, and this, that, and the other. And I said, the place just doesn't look right.
No, and it's hard. It's hard to back or pull out either one without any lights. I mean, you can't tell when you're in the water and you can't tell where everything is. It's hard to do.
It sure is, Bill. And so anyway, I thanked her, and we talked for a few minutes, and she gave me some background of this, that, and the other, and I said, all right. I said, we appreciate it. And I said, y'all got a nice facility up there, and I said, we love it. I said, we put in there 99% of the time.
Yeah.
And
a whole lot of other people do.
That's what I told her. I said, you wouldn't believe the people that use that facility up there. I said, it's just the pontooners, the pleasure riders, the fishermen, and the kayakers. I said, hey, I've seen them all up there.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, so we talked for a few minutes, and she hung up, and I said, thank you and goodbye. And, well, 30 minutes later, this other person that called, her first name was Aurora. She wouldn't. She called me on her personal cell phone. So she must have got my number from the first lady. But either way, she was, that was her deal. She was in charge of that.
Yeah.
And she said we went and negotiated contracts with a bunch of other places, and so we had some lights put up and down at Milton Hill Dam, this, that, and the other. Bottom line is, both those ladies were real professional, real nice to talk to, and they had the right kind of questions to ask me. And I said, we have a little local fishing show, and we out of Oak Ridge, and I said, we have a lot of people calling in wanting to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And I said, I told them, I said, what we want to know is when we're going to get the lights up. But she said she's been tracking this thing down for the last couple of weeks. And she was real nice about the folks that run the campground. And I said, yeah, they're great people. They've told me just exactly, what I'd ask them and who was with what. And I said, she says, well, are those lights on TWRA? I said, no, ma'am. I said, the lights are there's 3 poles on the lower side of the parking lot. And I said, I understand TWRA has some jurisdiction on the boat ramp as far as firearms, alcohol, and that kind of thing. But I said, those lights, according to the people at the campground, and we already knew this from a couple of years back when they were out, the power comes through the campground and down to the boat ramp and for the light poles. And she said, yeah, that's exactly right. And but anyway, bottom line's this. Those lights were ordered 4 weeks ago. They can't find them. But she says, I'm not through looking. We're going to get some lights up there, Mr. Cox, and said, if you'll give me a couple of weeks. And she said, if you know of anything that changes between now and then, this is my my cell phone number, my personal phone. It's not my business phone. You call this number, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, that's great.
So I said, ma'am, well, hey, if it takes an extra week, so be it. We'd just like to have them as when we can get them.
Yeah, that's right. They say that the ones that they've got ordered will last a lot longer than what the others has been.
She did say that they upgraded to use less power, more light, less power. The LEDs, that's the ticket.
Right.
So I'm just looking forward to her, and she may call me next week and say, hey, I found the lights and we're fixing to start putting them up. That's right. And
The sooner the better.
The sooner the better, and then it may be 2 weeks before we get them, but she's on it, and she says if any, if something changes on your end, please feel free to call. And I told her the same thing. And I said, we appreciate everything y'all do. You got a nice facility, got a lot of people use it, and I said, beautiful lake. She said, yeah, I was just out there just a few days ago. Said it is a beautiful lake, it really is. And I said, well, we love it up there, and we just need to get some lights on the boat ramp.
That's right. That's exactly right.
So that's where it stands on that.
Tell her, say this right here. We could go other places where they have got lights, but we don't want to.
Yeah,
we want to put in right there.
That's right.
it.
That's what I told her. I said, that's the closest place for me. I've been all over the lake over the years, along with the people I fish with. But for us, from traveling from home, that's the closest place we got, and it's now we got the road paved. It's a good paved road, and I said, we don't want to go anywhere else. We want to, but I said we even get out and lay a flashlight on the walk ramp just so we can get down the ramp. And I said there's been several people back their trailers up against the walkway and done damage, and skint their trailers up and this, that, and the other. But either way, we're going. That was good information, and I do think that they're sincere, and they're going to try to get us some lights up there.
I hope they do. I hope they do, buddy.
I do too, Bill. I'm looking forward to it. Sooner the better. Because we're going to fish of a night up there till it gets too cold, ain't it?
And then we'll not fish a little at night after it gets too cold.
That's right. That's exactly right. Exactly right. But I wanted to pass that along. I hadn't got to tell you or Mike about it, and I want to pass that along to the viewers, and we're tickled to death to have that good information.
At least we got some contact that we know that can do something for us.
Yeah, these two people, I think that first one that called me might have been this lady's secretary or what have you, or something. She didn't tell me what her position was, but the second one that called me, she's in charge of that.
Yeah.
So.
Can't beat that.
Can't beat that.
When you get to the head of everything, that's where you need to be.
You can't beat that. So we're just looking forward to it, and hopefully we can get them things burning here pretty quick.
I had a feller today said he thought they could donate one of those orange barrels to sit right in front of that walkway that we could screw down to the ground so everybody know where that thing's at. Won't be backing over top of it.
Yeah, that's
Well,
anything to keep you turning your trailer up, and it's not hard to do.
Yeah.
It's not hard to tie your trailer up when you can't see
That's right.
what you're doing.
Yep. I agree. That sounds good, Mike. We're working it from both sides.
That's right.
That's good. We're getting help from everybody, and that's what we need. And hey, we're hopefully it'll come together here pretty quick.
Yeah, I hope so too, Steve.
Yes, sir. All right, Mike, that sounds good from your end. Let's see, got film from Wes and I. Okay, now I've got several announcements to make, but let's talk fishing right quick. Bill, you and Mike was up there Friday night. Wesley and I were up there Friday night. The rain poured the rain. We sat in the parking lot and got drowned.
Yeah, we sure did. Oh, but it rained like you wouldn't believe. And me and Mike had to stop one time before we got to the boat ramp. We pulled in Mr. Sharp's shed up there at the split where the highway goes ahead and it goes to the boat ramp. And we got in out of it there, and after it slowed down, we started to run into it back on top of the hill, and we never did get to put the boat in. Me and Mike didn't until it was up midnight, I guess. Close to it anyway.
Yeah. Well, Wesley and I, we hit the rain before we ever got to the turnoff up there, and then I called you all there when we got to the top of the hill and told you it was a pouring rain.
Yeah.
And it rained on us all the way down to the parking lot, and we pulled up the hill, let the water run out of the boat as much as it would, and And then you and Mike showed up, and we sat there and dozed off and talked, and because Wesley and I, it slacked up, and we went ahead and put the boat in. Well, next thing I know, there was lightning right there over the ridge,
Yeah.
and we had to load back up.
Yeah, yeah.
And we did do that. So
We had some bad lightning there for a short time.
we did. And then when it slacked up again, while the lightning was gone,
Right.
we went and put the boat in and went out to fish. The bad thing about it is I've only got about 3 minutes worth of film, and I don't know what happened because Wesley caught several fish there that didn't get filmed, and I don't know what I done, or I thought I had them on camera, and anyway, I didn't. And we replayed it on the way over here, and
Me and Mike, we had a little problem ourselves. The thing about it is that this stage of my life, I can't move around in the boat as fast as I used to be able to. In fact about it, I just almost scared to move around, afraid I'd fall in.
Yeah.
And Mike, he had hurt his leg, his left leg, or what?
The right one?
Right knee. And he was having problems too. And me and Mike, we had a lot of fish on, and I can believe everything that they've said about them getting off. Hey, we had them on, couldn't get them in the boat.
That's right.
yeah, Mike told me that you told him, said, you know what, said, I see what you boys talking about now,
Yeah,
about
that's
them
right.
fish getting off.
Yeah.
I don't, dadgum rascals, I don't know what the deal is with them. They've got hook smart or something
Yeah.
on us, Bill.
Yeah, I had one good smallmouth hook. I wish I could have got him in. But like I said, me and Mike was trying to both move, and he jumped right at the boat there at the last minute. We try to get him to where we can lift him in the boat.
Mhm.
And the sucker come off.
yeah.
Dadgummit.
I know the feeling. I know exactly what you're saying, dadgum things. Is like there. For some reason or other, this year, it's been hard to hold on to them.
That's right.
Sure have. But anyway, we're going to show the little bit of film that Wesley and I got, and then we'll talk about that for a minute, and then we'll show Bill and Mike's.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, Dylan, you ready?
Which commercial you going to do?
You can show a commercial break, and then in the film, come back to us. All right, man. All right, David, I appreciate the history, and I appreciate you, I've been with you 19 years now, and I want to thank you all for being a sponsor of the fishing show, and I know you're an avid fisherman too.
Yes, I enjoy fishing, and and I appreciate the opportunity just to get to be on your show
Yeah,
here for a minute, and
Let people know what we represent.
that's what we're all about. We do try to do an honest day's work for the people, and we've got operators from all over the DOE sites, TVA sites, the outside contractors. We're just about everywhere you see a heavy piece of equipment, it's a good chance that you'll see an
Yeah,
operating
pretty-
engineer on it, whether it be Barnhard. I'd like to mention them, All Crane, and all of them that's signatory to us. We have over 100 contractors that's signatory to us, so I definitely appreciate those guys all the way in Chattanooga, Kingsport, Tullahoma, throughout all the way up to Johnson City. So we do cover a big area, and just let us know if we can be any help to local contractors that come through these areas. We'll definitely send you some people.
All right, David, I appreciate all those good words, and we'll get this on the air, and I want to thank you again.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, the boy got to hold his favorite target right here.
Yeah, sure did, Wesley. Dadgummit. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, it sure did.
Yeah, you want these?
Yeah, you still got, I don't want to lose my bait. Oh, get down here where I can get a hold of him. Whoa now. Oh, it just about took my gizmos there. Wes. Yeah, just about took it. Come out there, but hook. There we go. All right.
There he is.
All right, we'll turn him loose. Maybe that's a good start, reckon?
Maybe. All right. Smallmouth next time.
Yeah.
All right, here's Papa with a nice smallmouth. It's a football right there.
Yep. Shake that hook out. Come on, hook. There we go. Yeah, buddy.
Right there he is.
That is a pretty nice fish, Wes.
Nice, I better get my rain suit on.
Yeah, you better do
All
it.
right.
All right, folks. Wes has got another one there. That's what makes 3 for you, and you've missed 3 or 4 or 5 more. I've got 1 fish in the boat. All right, let's get at it.
All right.
All right, there, Wes is with another good fish, buddy. Attaboy, Wes, you're getting them, son. All right, get him back in the water. Good deal. Get another one.
All right, there's Papa with a decent fish.
Yep.
His first fish in a long time.
It sure is. I just missed one there a minute ago and caught that one right there, Wes.
All right.
That moon's kind of popping in and out behind the clouds, and they seem to be biting a little bit better.
All right.
Back
Get
in the
another.
water. Let's get another.
All right, let's do it. All right, there's Papa with a pretty good fish. It's a long fish.
Yeah.
That fish every bit of 19 inches.
Yep. Made 2 casts, Wes, and got another one after we got that in there a minute ago.
All right.
All
There he
right,
is.
back in the water he goes.
There he goes.
That's a good fish right
All
there.
right, let's get another.
All right, folks, I was just looking at that film again. That dang Wesley had me like 5 to 1, but we only got two of his fish. Was it 2 of them we got filmed? So we missed the other 3. I don't know if it was me in the camera or what, but anyway, then we had a couple down there right last place we stopped going in that we didn't get on film. But Bill, poor film technique and not holding on to the fish. It's a combination of both.
Yeah.
Well, the sucker's so bad to jump off and everything. You jump at the camera and they forget to do everything you want to get it while they're there, but then all at once they're gone and
Right.
you don't have time to get the camera doing what it's supposed to be doing.
That's right.
That's exactly right. It sure is. That gummit, I don't know. I thought we had I know we had several more fish than that, but like I said, I don't know. I thought I was filming them and wasn't, because until Wesley laid down on me and went to sleep, I only had 1 or 2 fish in the boat. That's all I got, and he had 5 there off in one place, and so. But we didn't get them on film. But anyway, Wesley, the fish that I caught was caught on a copper crawl jig. And Wesley was throwing that missile jig, and it was more of a green pumpkin than anything, and that's the bait he caught his fish on. So I don't know. I'm sure you and Mike throw the spinnerbait some. I throwed one a few licks, but
Mike did, and I never did throw one
Well,
myself. I was using my jigs, and I was sort of experimenting. The 2 real good fish that I hung them on that dadgum net bait.
yeah.
Yeah, I caught a real good largemouth. We'll see here shortly. And then I had that good smallmouth. I had another one on I never did see, but they come on that net rig.
Okay, good. That's
And
good.
They'll bite that thing, but
Okay.
you have to really be quick, or they'll swallow that thing just like that. You have to really be quick as soon as you feel one, you better set the hook. And for they'll swallow that dadgum thing, and then you have to cut your line and leave the bait in him and go on fishing.
Yeah, I heard that. Put that little old small hook, it doesn't take long for it to be gone.
Oh, no, it don't take long at all. It sure don't.
Yeah.
3 or 4 days there, it's gone.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, let's see here. What else I got? Let me run over a little schedule here for some of our sponsors here right quick. Tim's Tire is going to be closed Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Reynolds Racing and Marine is going to be closed Sunday and Monday. Vans Auto Parts their last day open will be the Saturday, and they got 25% all items left in the store. So get by there and check that out. But their last day will be Saturday. When they close the door Saturday, that's it. Yeah, they're out of business. Edgemore Outdoors, they're going to be open Saturday and Sunday, closed Sunday and Monday. So right quick, Tim's going to be open tomorrow, Friday, but he'll be closed Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And Reynolds will be open tomorrow and Saturday. He'll be closed Sunday and Monday. And then about the Vans Auto Parts, they're going to be open till Saturday, and then that's the end of it. They're out of business. We wish them the best. 49 years, Jerry told me the other day. So if you want to cash in on some savings and for some of your auto parts or whatever, get by down there and check that out before he closes up Saturday. All righty. One other quick announcement. Kellytown Baptist Church is having open gym Saturday night, 6 o'clock p.m. until I guess everybody gets tired and wore out, Bill.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
For middle school kids through high school. So if you're interested in kickball, basketball, they've got all kinds of activities there in the gymnasium. All you got to do is show up, wear you some tennis shoes, be ready to play. So it's for the youth department. We appreciate them. Michael Paul's the youth director, and we appreciate him doing this. Try to give the kids somewhere to be and with a good Christian atmosphere. So that's what we're looking for. All righty, let's see. Moving right along. We talked about the lights and got our sponsors. All right, Mike. Let's show Mike's film, Dylan.
Yeah. Upper crawl?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Upper crawl with that rage tail.
Mm-hmm.
I like that rage tail, I really do.
Yeah. Them little stump knockers, but
See what's
anyway, I say one of them little stump knockers, but
Yes,
anyway,
sir. Yeah,
we
you
got
ain't
him.
lying there.
we put him back. Right up and see what's going on. That's a
Yes, sir.
Put that,
Rail, buddy.
rage tail on there. That's
Old rage tail.
yeah, we'll try him again.
Got him. I got him. Whatever it is.
Still got him one there.
Huh?
Well, he's a whopper, whatever he is.
Yeah, it sure is.
Hmm.
Whatever it is. Yeah,
We'll get him up here in a minute.
yeah, buddy.
I seen him down there now.
Huh?
I seen part of him down there then.
He's pretty fast. I don't understand why.
Hey, look yonder.
Huh?
Big old largemouth.
Yeah, that's what he is.
Yeah, big old largemouth.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, old buddy.
Yeah. Dandy largemouth.
Huh?
I said, that's a dandy largemouth, sir.
Yeah, he's a crackerjack, ain't he, son?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You be careful, don't you
Yeah,
fall.
get him up here where everybody can see.
Yeah, put that light on him, son. Put that light on him.
Yes, sir. He's a dandy. Dandy largemouth, sir.
Huh?
Let's see where he's.
I got a pair of pliers right down here.
Yeah.
I have to just cut it off. Leave him in there. And they just pick that thing up. They just pick that thing up, son.
Yeah.
Can I help you anyway? You got better eyesight than I've got. That's a good largemouth, ain't it?
Yeah, he's a good largemouth.
Yes, sir. And I think the hook's still down there, ain't it?
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Up down in there. Can't get to it.
Huh?
Can't get to it.
That's just cut it.
Yeah.
Let's just
You
cut
might
it
have
there.
to.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah, just
We're gonna get another picture of him there.
there, buddy.
Put him back in the water. Yeah, had a good 4 pounds or better.
Yeah. It was, son. Yes, sir, Ray.
I get the camera started off here now.
Do what now? Oh, they was one of the working mother.
Good little old smallmouth.
Yeah.
Bill just missed one there.
Yeah,
We'll put this little rascal back and
yes,
see if we can get one a little bigger.
Yeah, son, get one a little better.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, Ray. He feels like a goodie.
Bill's got another good one on here. Get him up here and see what's going on.
It might be just a peckerhead, but I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well,
that was a pretty good one, Bill.
Huh?
That was a pretty good one.
yeah, he was. Yeah, he was, son. Yeah,
He
he was.
throwed it back at you, didn't he?
Yeah, he thought. Yes, sir. I'll tell you.
Yeah, there he
Look
is.
here, old Mikey got.
Yeah,
Old
come
Mikey
here.
got another one here.
Big largemouth.
He's a largemouth. But he's a good largemouth, though.
Yeah, that's a good
Yes, sir. He's a good largemouth.
one. Ooh, man. Hold
Yes,
still,
sir,
man.
Ray.
Get excited.
A lot of people, PC tournaments, give anything in the world to have them there 2 largemouth we caught tonight.
Yes, sir. That's another nice one.
Yes,
Another
sir.
nice largemouth.
Him a dandy, son.
Yes, sir. You put him back. Got him on that super
That's
speed.
all right.
Super speed crawl.
Yeah.
That Texas rig and that yibbity mud bug.
Yeah.
We'll get rigged up here and try him again.
All right, we're back, folks. Mike, you and Bill, tell us about your trip there.
Yeah, we would have had a pretty good real trip if we could have got them all in the boat. I couldn't believe after I seen what was happening and what I'd heard for the last 2 or 3 weeks about all the fish we had. I could vouch for every bit of it. We had some good fish on, and get them about halfway to the boat, and they just bam loose.
Yeah.
And I know I was hitting them good enough, and I know Mike was too.
Yeah.
And fact about it, I broke my line setting the hook on one, and I my old stiff rod. I said, I'll put the hook to him. Well, I put the hook to him, but I broke the line.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
And him got off too.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
So, I never seen so many fish to get off. I really hadn't. I never have had that experience before. I was always been able to put the hook to them and they stay there, but that's not, they're not hitting it just exactly right. They're mouthing it or doing something. They're not putting it up
I
like
agree,
they-
Bill.
like they're supposed to.
Yeah.
I agree with that 100%. It's
What do you think, Mike, old buddy?
Yeah, I don't know whether you need a treble hook on there for a trailer or what.
I don't know either, Mike. I really don't.
I caught that one on that copper trawl,
Yeah.
and then I caught that one on that yibbity mud bug Texas rig there, and
Yeah.
it had a lot of strikes on
Yeah.
both of them. And
I tell you what, I seen what that all them our baits was that you was telling me about, that Jim's got in over at
Edgemore.
Edgemore Outdoors.
Yeah.
And I was over there today,
Mm-hmm.
and I told my buddy over there, the little buddy, I said, show me them baits. I said, Mike, he was using them, and I said, they seem to be doing well.
Yeah.
And he says, we've got a lot of them, and he said they're going like hotcakes. So everything looking up on these new baits. They got one there that what is that, mud bug or
yeah, yibbity mud bug. color, yeah. Yibbity.
Yimity
Yeah.
mud bug. I tell you what, they got it in all different colors and everything, and it really looks good, really does.
Yeah, and they had it in 2 or 3 different types. There's a
Yeah.
Z-Hog and that super speed crawl,
Yeah.
and just a regular crawl, and several different
I know,
types
yeah.
that in the Zoom makes there.
The colors is what
Yeah.
impressed me more than
Yeah.
anything. Every one of them's got 2 or 3 different colors in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them got orange, gold, and red, and everything. It really looks good. Really looks good there. And I know that Mike has been catching fish on them, and I know they're working. So you need them. Jim's got them over there.
Yeah.
Edgemore Outdoors.
Yeah, boy. I guarantee you. You just go right ahead because I got a little secret here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it ready. And the big secret is when me and Bill leave here, we're going to the lake.
When we leave from here, son,
Yes, sir.
Steve's boat's sitting outside. We'll be fishing, and after we leave from here, we'll be fishing in 45 minutes after we leave from here.
Yeah.
I
we're-
don't think it's going to get that cold tonight. You may not have no fog.
No, I don't
them
think we're going to
guys,
get, it ain't going to get too cold. It might, up in the morning, it may get a little cooler than what it's been used to, but if the fish will cooperate, we ain't worried about the fish,
Right.
anything
Yeah.
else.
No.
No,
We can
yes.
make it with there. If they'll bite, it won't get too cold.
Yesterday
That's
morning,
right.
I heard one of them say something there that they got up and said the temperature was 59 degrees, and some of them was hollering at 60, 61. So you
Yeah.
know, I figured, man, it'll be real
Yeah.
foggy for sure.
That'll be up in the morning, you better.
So,
Yeah.
you know, it
Yes,
ain't
sir.
gonna get that
I'll
cold
tell you
tonight.
one thing,
and warming up a
Steve's
little
got a
more.
good-looking bait fixed up over here. He better have enough to have 2.
I'm working on it right now, Bill. I surely am. Talked with Glenn Reynolds today. He got his schedule for the weekend, but he also told me that the orange and white bullet with that black bottom is supposed to be ready. He just hadn't got confirmation to come and pick it up, and he was real pleased about that.
Go ahead, caller.
Oh, Steve,
Ed,
this is Ed.
I know who it is. Where have you been, Ed?
Fine. Hey, listen, I solved that problem up there at the launch ramp with no lights.
You did. How'd you do that?
I started going to Douglas.
Shucks.
You can't do us that way.
Hey, you know, last the full moon that week, 13 through 17, I
Yeah.
went 4 times and I wore them plumb out.
Norris?
No, it doesn't.
Douglas? Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes a lot, yeah. I don't doubt that'll be there. There's a lot of fish in Douglas Lake.
And they're hitting that 7-inch green pumpkin Magnum shaky head.
7-inch green pumpkin Magnum shaky head. Oh, okay, I got you.
It's got ribs all the way down through it, you know.
Yeah.
I love that thing up there.
Huh. Well, you ain't tried that bait on Norris, have you?
Well, yeah, I use it up there all the time too.
Yeah.
But now,
You're
the
fishing a
one
good
thing I
lake.
wanted to tell you, I don't know if it's going to be a big deal or not, but you might want to think about topping all your gas tanks off, because if Saturday or Sunday, you might go down there and the gas be $5 a gallon.
Oh, you're kidding me. What's happened?
There's a hurricane coming into
Oh.
Florida down there, and
Yeah.
they're lining up, you know, getting
Yeah.
all their gas and everything.
Yeah.
And sometimes it is, sometimes it ain't. But I was just gonna say it might be
I understand.
something to think about.
Well, would you loan a feller a little bit in case he ain't have enough to top his tank off?
Yeah, I know on a couple hundred.
I'm just kidding you. I knew you would. If I needed it,
You know I'm kidding.
Yeah. Hey, Lordy. Well, you got a good point, Ed. You got a very good point. I just hope this storm curls around the other way.
Yeah,
I do too,
both,
but I
yeah.
don't know. You never know.
See if Dylan's got a pair of scissors in there.
Oh, Ed, you're fishing a good lake up at Douglas. There's a lot of fish in it. And
Oh yeah, I love it up there.
Yeah.
the good thing about it, Ed, is that thing has got some really good smallmouth in it.
Yeah.
Besides the largemouth
Yeah,
too.
they are coming on with it. That's a fact. Sure
Yeah,
are.
I caught one smallmouth up there during that time, but it was only like about 15, 16 inches. But
Mm-hmm.
I have caught some great old big ones up there
Mm-hmm.
before.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was fishing it, tournament fishing it years ago, you never caught that many smallmouth. But you caught a few and they were small ones, you know, but now they've had 15, 20 years to grow and they've released a bunch up in the river up there. I thought, that I've seen that. So, I mean, they've got, quite a bit more of them up there right now. Sure.
And there's some good ones in there too.
Yeah.
I know of a couple of 7-pounders that's been caught up there this year, Ed.
Man,
Yeah, and we ain't caught a 7-pounder out of Norris, and I couldn't tell you
That's
when.
the truth, yeah.
Very few you hear of.
what do y'all think's going on with that size population up there? Size of the fish. I think it's got to do with them dang ziggurat mussels.
Well, that's very possible. But
I swear I do.
you've heard us talk here the last few weeks or months about the size of the fish up there. They just don't seem to be
No,
what they ought to be. You know.
I hate it, but I think that's what's going on, boys. I don't know.
Well.
I don't think we've had the shad population that we needed to feed the fish with
Yeah.
for several years up there.
I don't know.
It seemed like things is,
Well,
got
too,
a
see,
little
sometimes
better.
it's like that things will cycle. They'll
Yeah.
go good, and then they'll slack off, and then they'll come back.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah. it
Well, I'll
does.
let you guys get back to some serious fishing talk. I'll,
Ed, always
All
good
right,
to hear
great.
from you there, son.
Yeah, well, heck, we're hoping they'll get serious here in about an hour and a half. I don't know,
okay.
Ed, for sure.
All
But it's good to hear from you. I'm glad you're catching them up there. How deep you them fish running up there right now?
20, 25 foot.
Yeah, okay. Sounds. What's your water temperature?
The other day it was, oh shucks, I can't even remember. that.
Mid 80s.
No, it was about 80, 81, and
Okay.
one place or two it was almost 79 even.
Uh-huh. Well, a little cooler water up that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Ed. Like I said, man, it's good to hear from you.
Okay, though. Y'all be good.
All right, see you, Ed.
All right, bye.
Okay, buddy. All right, Mike. shucks, far you've done killed all
Yeah,
the time now. What
I
else we
couldn't-
gonna do?
I can remember several years back, I think it was in the 70s, our late 70s, whenever we had a biologist come and talk at one of the meetings that we had, and he was talking about that cycle deal that once shad population is on the downswing, then the fish follow it, you know, because you ain't got the food there for them. And then if once the fish slow down enough to get down here below, then the shad starts coming back, and then as the shad comes up, then the fish start coming up, but they're always lagging behind. And it's like the crappie down there when they had so many crappie at Watch Bar, they had the limit at 50, I think it was.
Yeah.
And now they got the limit at 15 down there, you know. And everybody you seen had a cooler plumb full of crappie back then, and then next thing you know, it started going downhill again.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, if you ain't got the food there to feed them, you sure ain't gonna have the fish.
You got to have that to ever have good fishing.
Yeah.
You got to have the food there to have good fishing, son.
Yeah.
And
It's,
that's been my theory for many, many years. If you ain't got the food to fish them, the fish don't grow very much, and they just don't multiply like they
Yeah.
did at one time when the food's not there.
well,
Yeah.
that's kind of like the old boy said, you need 3 acres per cow around here. Said you get out west out there, you got to have about 300.
Yeah, yeah,
Ain't much for them to eat there.
yeah.
Well,
Yes,
that
sir,
comes. I was talking to them boys at work this afternoon. That one, he goes around and pond fishes and they catch a lot of fish. And we were talking, and that other one was telling me. He said, "Well, said that pond there at his kinfolk's house or something. Said you see 75 or 100 of them little old bass about 8 or 10 inches long.
Yeah.
And he said they'll just come around the pond in a group,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And I said, that's the same way. It's pure and simple. They don't have enough food to
right.
grow, and they're all the same size.
Yeah,
And,
they're out there trying to flush anything out they can,
Yeah, and
competing for it.
I said the lake is the same way.
Yeah.
If there's not enough food there, then they're not going to grow.
No.
And
I've seen that. I used to do some pond fishing myself. Back then, I knew while I was working, I found some good ponds that supposedly had some good fish in it.
Mhm.
And I would go there and fish it, and I'd catch a lot of fish, but they'd all be just
yeah,
stunning.
yeah.
And I say, where's the bait?
Yeah.
Well, we've turned crawdads, we've turned minnows in and everything,
Mhm.
but still they wasn't enough to keep them fish, feeding all the time.
Yeah.
And they never did really get full grown.
Yeah,
Right.
Never did.
Yeah. And
I tell you, a fish is a feeding machine. It's all he wants to do is eat, and he don't like to run too fast to try to catch something to eat.
That's exactly right. If there's a lot of bait in there, they don't have to run it down. They sit there and gobble it up. But when they ain't very much bait, they have to work for it. They
That's
really
right.
do.
yep, that's a fact. Sure is. Anyway,
What was that guy on there talking about them fish out there in the ocean? Said you either eat or get eat.
Yeah, one of the two. That's right. Yes, sir. There's some big things out there. Eat anything that's out there.
Mhm.
Sure is.
So,
And there's a lot of eating fish out there.
yeah.
Yeah, they just multiply, and big old fish just come through, and at one swipe he's got a belly full.
That's right.
yeah, that's exactly right. They these whales and stuff feed on these. What did they say was their primary food? These
Shrimp.
No, they, heck, these sardines and stuff that,
Sardines and shrimp and stuff,
yeah,
yeah.
well, but they, millions of them, Mike, they just,
Yeah,
you know, them,
yeah, that's right.
humpback whales, heck, they,
Yeah.
their mouth's as big as a dump truck bed.
Yeah.
That's right.
And, yeah, it showed them there. I like to watch that on the History Channel,
Yeah.
uh,
Them shrimp and
for sure. Golly bumble, was that right there's gonna be a killer. Man alive. I mean a killer, Mike. That right there is gonna be a killer. Let's see, what else was it we were gonna talk about tonight? Oh, yeah. Bill, I'm gonna let you look at this right here in just
Like I
a
said,
minute.
me and Steve, as soon as the show's over, we're headed to the lake.
Yes, sir.
And he is fixing up a bait here that I never seen one just exactly like it. Yeah, but-
I'm telling you right now, I guarantee you that is gonna be a killer. Without a doubt. I want you to check that baby out right there now.
Yeah, right. Buddy, I'll tell you right now, look at that. Look at that. When you see that, I'm
Man.
telling you the honest truth. Instead of him talking about the show, he's talking about building baits over here. I better
man.
I better get ready here tonight.
Golly
Here, son.
bum,
Yeah.
buddy.
Sure.
Them look good. Them looks good. I swear they do.
Yeah, they
There
do.
ain't no two ways about it.
Yes, sir.
Dadgummit, man. Yeah. I don't see why in the world we can't catch a fish on that.
I know it. I know it.
Folks, do remember the open gym. Saturday night, Wesley's going to be over there. He's looking forward to that. My
But
wife gave me.
The good thing about that is this right here, Steve. It gets the kids involved in doing something.
Yep.
And that's ours. You know, if it wasn't for the churches and everything doing a few things for the kids, they wouldn't have nothing to do.
Yep.
And that's.
You're
I
right
said
about
this
that, Bill.
Before, a real good friend of mine, and I don't care to tell you who it was. It's Cotton Cordell said, if you keep your kids on the water and in the woods and in church, you'll never have no problems out of it. And I believe that with all my heart.
Yes, sir. I believe you're exactly right, Bill. That's a 3/4 ounce head right there.
That's a hay.
Oh, it ain't either, Mike. It's a 3/4. I'm telling you. Check it out there. Yeah, it's a 3/4.
Looks more like an ounce to me.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be a 3/4. Sure is. Without a doubt.
We got the hooks and the skirts tied up.
Yeah.
All we got to do is put them in the water.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It
Without
sure amazes me with a hook that good right there, how
I
fish
know.
can-
I don't understand
It
that,
can
Mike.
throw-
How in the
throw it
world
off.
a fish could get off that hook right there? I mean, I don't understand it. You
I
tell
don't
me.
either.
You're the expert. You tell me how he gets off of it.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to know.
Yeah.
Sure would. Dylan, how much time have we got? Well, me and Bill's leaving.
That's that forged hook right there too.
We've got to go. And
It's hammered
the
down.
camera's fully charged. The baits are laying here ready. And the boat's sitting outside.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I want to thank my wife, Sherry, because she said, I guess you're going to fish every night, ain't you? I said, you're reading my mind. So, yeah. So, I want to thank her.
I really didn't want to, but since you
You
mentioned
mentioned
it,
it.
I had really planned on it.
Yeah, I was planning on it all the time, but I was waiting on her to try to tell me.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
so when
sir,
she
Ray.
said that, I said, well, you've read my mind. But yes, sir, folks, we're going to try to here in the next 2 or 3 nights to figure out what's going on up there. I mean, the water's coming down, and our places that we like to fish is getting better and better every night. And so we're going to get after them and see if we can come up with something, ain't we, Bill?
Yes, sir, old buddy. We sure are, old buddy.
All right.
I guess you caught up on all your work at
No,
home, ain't
I've got things I've got to do when I get up tomorrow, and
Yeah.
and then when I get up Saturday, I've got things I've got to do. I just keep putting putting this off and putting that off, and get one a day.
Yeah.
Get one a day, and go from there. It's the best I know to do. So I've got 2 little projects started, and hopefully get them knocked out before the weekend's over, and we'll be in business. All right, them's going in our pocket, Bill.
Yeah, buddy.
We got to have that in our pocket. Folks, seriously, I think I've tied up two winners right here. We'll know in about an hour and a half if we have or not. I swear them looks good.
They're really good.
Yeah, they ain't nothing wrong with it. Man. Okay. Can't think of anything else we're supposed to mention. Do remember our sponsors, folks. We can't do this show without them. I mean, everything we take in from them goes to the studio, and we're just glad to be here. Glad to be a voice that talks about fishing and boat ramp problems and this, that, and the other. And I also invited the lady. I said, anytime you want to come over and you've got something that would help the community, feel free to come on. Just call me a day or 2 ahead of time and let me know you're coming.
Yes, sir.
And to come right on. We'd love to have you. And
Well, there's one thing about it, and me and you and Mike both, I've been on them all my life, and we got some of the best water they are in the whole country.
Yes, sir.
Right here around us.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
And we don't have to drive no place that we own some of the best lakes.
Yeah.
You take
Yeah.
Ed said
Chickamauga.
Douglas.
Ed Douglas.
Cherokee,
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of people fishing the rivers now,
Yes, sir.
and they've been catching a lot of good little up to 3 pound smallmouth in the rivers.
Yep.
And then we got the clinch. It's got everything in it. It's got walleye. It's got muskie. It's got stripers. It's
Yeah.
got largemouth. It's got smallmouth. It's got everything that a man needs.
Yep.
And there's plenty of them. And we got the best water in the world. And why not have a good fishing show?
That's it.
And,
I agree.
I've always enjoyed the water here in my state. I really have.
Yes, sir, Bill, exactly right. We got some good water here, smallmouth water, just on and on. You're 100 miles from Chickamauga, 60 miles to Douglas. That's 63 miles from my house to Douglas Dam.
Yeah.
Cherokee, the same distance, just on and on. I mean, within a 70-mile radius, you're all over it. So,
Down here next to Chattanooga, we got some.
Yeah.
Sure
have. We sure.
Some of the best fishing in the country right here. We
We're
don't
well
have to
blessed.
go nowhere. And that was proven during this year.
Yeah.
Big tournament they had over here where
Yeah.
our good friend.
Yeah.
Hello?
Odd
Hey,
won
he
it. Yeah.
won it, and
Yep.
hey, it was one of the best tournaments that they've ever had.
Yeah, I
as
agree.
far as spectators and everything.
Yeah. Sure
Yes,
was.
sir.
All right, folks. Do remember our sponsors, and we've enjoyed being here. Let them know you appreciate them sponsoring the show. And if you got something you want to share with us, give us a call, cell phone, call in over here, we're live, whatever. Anyway, God bless you all. Have a safe holiday weekend and Labor Day here, and enjoy yourself, but do be careful, especially if you're on the water. Watch out, wear your life jackets, be safe. God bless you all. See you next week. Hey folks, here at Tim's Tires, there's the times that they're open. The date, that's 5 days a week. They're open from 8 to 12:30 on Saturdays. All right, folks, we're inside here in the warehouse. Just wanted to give you a quick look at all the tires and stuff they got. And here we are. There's some four-wheeler tires, lawnmower tires, just a mixture of about any kind of tire you want. So keep that in mind. Then here we get into the light truck, automobiles, that kind of thing. So just walk through here and give you a quick look at what they've got in stock here. I mean, you know, it's it's just, I don't know, man. They must be a couple of thousand tires in here right now, if not more. Sizes, shapes. You truckers, you know the word. This is a place to get your tires for your trucks. And these over here, getting a little bigger sizes. Light trucks, heavier automobiles, this kind of thing. And as you can just see back through there, it's just, heck, I don't know, this building's probably about 300 feet, one end to the other, and they're wall to wall. Remember Tim's Tires, folks. That's down here on Highway 27 on your way into Harriman, and get the best deals they're going. So give them a call, price check, whatever you want to, and if you want a special tire that they might not have, you could, they'll definitely get it for you. Tim's Tires. Okay, folks, welcome to Edgemore Outdoors. I'm over here with Vance and Jim today. They've had. Hey folks, I'm here at Reynolds Racing and Marine, 620 Ray Street here in Kingston. Got Mr. Glenn Reynolds here with us. Glenn, tell us about this beautiful bullet boat sitting here.
Okay, this is the latest deal. It's called SST.
Country Fresh Foods. You may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store, Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts in Oliver Springs, a division of Country Fresh Foods.
Let's go fishing. You know it's really great. Let's go fishing. In the rivers and on the lakes. Let's go fishing. It's easy when you try.